Hi everyone, me again. Just thought I'd continue on with some more venue tips and tricks. So obviously we spoke about power, but lighting is also another important thing. It's a really nice look to have potentially a more dark and moody style reception setup, but think of it also from a photography point of view. Make sure you have that conversation with your photographer and video team if you have one, because just because it's that moody setting, it doesn't always mean it's going to produce the best photos without using the flash. Obviously the photographers are phenomenal at what they do and they can edit a lot of things, but also there's certain things that they can't edit. So they're magicians, but they're not magic creators in that regard, that they can just make something else completely appear that isn't already there. They are phenomenal at what they do. Trust them and listen to them. Same with timing and suggestions on where to go for things around the property. They are very good at what they do. We are really blessed to have such wonderful photographers and videographers around the Central West. I've had the pleasure of working with so many of them. There's still a few I haven't had the luxury of working with yet, but I do hope to work with them again soon. But trust your vendors, because we have been doing this for a while. We have seen majority of things, if not all things. We are there to support you and help make your life easier on the day. Now, speaking of trusting your vendors, that's also something to think of when having to consider plan B if we do need to move your ceremony into indoors or undercover. We don't take this decision lightly. We know you had that vision of having that outdoor ceremony, but the well-being and safety of everyone is our priority. So if we make that call, please trust that we are doing it with your best interests at heart. If it is raining and you are happy to potentially get some photos outside, and providing your photographer and video team are happy to obviously do that later, there are some beautiful shots that you can get out in the rain. And we have seen some absolutely stunning shots from some local photographers with light rain, heavy rain. So thinking of also potentially making sure you've got some clear umbrellas. It could be quite useful in case there is weather planned for your, or wet weather, sorry, planned for your big day. Lighting, obviously I mentioned, but have a wedding kit that stays at the venue. So scissors, if you're thinking of having candles, lighters. Obviously you might want some cable ties, tape, but check with the venue, because obviously a lot of them won't let you necessarily stick things to walls, but you might need tape for your own signage or something like that. Scissors, power board, power leads, you may need some of those. They're just things to consider. And also if you are using the venue's PA, just check that it's definitely a Bluetooth PA. Otherwise you might need an auxiliary cable to connect to that device. If you are specifically using your own device for music or entertainment, make sure you pack power for that device as well, because there's nothing worse than that dying in the evening because you've had too much fun time with the music, but then it all runs out of juice. Making sure, obviously, if your venue has a coordinator, just make sure that you're aware that a venue coordinator is not a wedding coordinator. They are very different. The venue coordinator's priority is to make sure that they are doing what they need to based on what is included in your package. So meals out on time, drinks, RSA, making sure that the safety and that they're also keeping to their regulations and making sure, noise and those sorts of things. They are wonderful at what they do, and do lean on them, because they're also very helpful for providing time frames of how long they need to serve meals, how long they need to clear meals. That's something to consider also for speeches, is making sure you factor in time for them to clear the speeches, the meals, sorry. If you do ever need a wedding coordinator, they are phenomenal at what they do. There's a few ways that you can engage with them. You might want them to help you with the planning of the wedding, so they'll help you find venues and suppliers and help develop your vision and your style for it so that we are all on the same page together. Sometimes you can have the same coordinator then also be on the day to help you set up and run everything on the day. Or sometimes you can also just hire them as an on-the-day coordinator. If you can make it work within your budget, I strongly recommend getting a day of coordinator. They are a godsend. They help make sure everything runs smoothly. They're the person that your vendors can all liaise with so that they're not hassling you on the day. They are the little people that are running around like manic people behind the scenes, making sure that everything runs smoothly. So you don't even have to think about it. You just get to enjoy the day with your loved ones, and most importantly, your new husband, wife, whoever you choose to marry. That's the main important thing, is that you get to spend the day enjoying, relaxing, and just having a damn good time. So that's all I can really say about venues, really, off the top of my head. If you have any thoughts of what else you want to hear about, I do have a few other things in the pipeline, but let me know. Okay, hope you all have a great weekend. See you, bye.